Right now at Rally's, buy one Big Buford, get a second one for just $1. At last, a sequel that lives up to your expectations. Buy one, get one for $1 Big Bufords. You've earned it. Get Rally's delivered through our rewards app.
ADA Heating and Air is offering special pricing in 2022 for upgrades to new, more efficient systems that qualify for tax credits or rebates in 2023.
If you think your HVAC unit is not going to make it through the winter, call us today.
Hi, this is Todd with Haas & Haas Properties, and we buy houses for cash. If you own a house and want to sell it fast at a fair price, call us at 859-888-1100. We can pay cash and close in as little as 10 days. We buy houses in any condition and any price range in Fayette and surrounding counties. If you own property and want to sell it fast, call us today at 859-888-1100. That's 859-888-1100.
With so many lawyers on television, how do you choose the right firm for you and your family? I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, and here's my advice to you. Do your research. As America's largest injury firm, we have more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world. Last year alone, our team answered over 2 million of your calls and recovered over $1 billion for our clients. Our goal is to get you as much as you deserve as quickly as possible. Results matter. Reputation matters. Morgan & Morgan.
Planet Fitness is your judgment-free zone. Join for $10 a month with no commitment.
Stay off of the road. That's the message from state leaders as Kentucky braces for its first winter storm of the season. Plus, how many people are keeping their animals in mind as they make last-minute preparations for what could be a dangerous weekend.
And it's all eyes on the Arctic front that brings bitterly cold temperatures and rain to snow chances tonight. We're going to have more on what is an active forecast ahead coming up.
Live from Lexington, our home, your news. This is Fox 56 News at 6:30.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Imani Payne. We begin tonight with the winter storm that's on everyone's mind. Many people using the day to make last-minute preparations before temperatures drop and snow begins to fall. For the latest on what our weather team is tracking, let's head over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Johnson. Chris.
Imani, yes, listen, a big-time change heading our way as we head through this evening, overnight tonight, waking up tomorrow morning. Temperatures expected to take a big-time tumble. Light snow accumulations will be a possibility on top of some dangerously cold that settles in here for our Friday and throughout the holiday weekend. Right now, we've had some light mist at times, a little bit of rain, but nothing too much. It's been at times, so not a widespread rain all day. And we've had the mostly cloudy skies working throughout this afternoon into this evening. As we take a look at satellite and radar, though, just to our west, we're tracking out more of that rain. And here comes the front, and it's already starting to barrel through portions of western Kentucky. And temperatures are taking a big-time tumble as that front passes through. Most of us now seeing those middle and upper 40s across central, southern, and eastern Kentucky. But as we zoom things out, look at the temperature drop we're seeing. Right now, Bowling Green, 46 degrees, Paducah, 16, St. Louis, 2, 3 below Columbia. This temperature drop will be serious as it heads eastward with this front, and we're also going to see that rain to snow and winds really starting to pick up. Right now, not too bad, but notice the breezy wind sustained at times showing up to our west and northwest. Cold front making its move now into portions of central Kentucky. Temperatures will start dropping here in the next couple hours or so, and behind that, rain to snow will take over. And that's why we have the winter storm warning out for a good chunk of central Kentucky, advisories to our east and southeast. When we come back, we're going to track out that rain to snow chance and talk snow accumulations with that full forecast here in just a bit. Amani.
Chris, thank you. Governor Andy Beshear continuing to urge Kentuckians to stay at home and only travel if necessary this weekend. Beshear declaring a state of emergency ahead of the state's first winter storm. As part of that order, all 120 Kentucky counties have designated a warming center for those in need of a place to stay during the storm. In his weekly Team Kentucky update, he says while the state is prepared, it's important for everyone to do their part.
Plan on slippery road conditions, especially tonight and moving into tomorrow. If you can stay off the roads, please do.
Here in Lexington, road crews have started 24-hour shifts that will continue as long as they're needed. With extreme temperatures expected, the city will be using a special substance to help increase the effectiveness of rock salt on roads. Hunkering down is the theme for the next 24 to 48 hours. So in preparation, many are not just stocking up on food and propane for themselves, but for their animals as well. Danielle Miskell has more from Madison County.
Much like everywhere else across the state, Madison County residents are afraid that the roads are going to get too bad and they're not going to be able to get out. I saw residents grabbing for ice melt, extra feed, and propane because they told me it's their supplemental heat in case there's no power in their home or barns. So why now? It's because they told me that they believe that the electricity is going to go out.
This propane tank here is a 30-gallon, and it's $130 filled up.
And Tim Miles, a customer here at Tri-County Fertilizer Propane, has 4 tanks on deck. They're not all just for him.
I have puppies right now. And where I live, I'm in the country, and a lot of times, you know, with the winter storm coming like they say it's going to, we're going to run without power.
This propane supplier has been filling tanks nonstop for 6 hours. Behind Miles is a line of Madison County residents stocking up on enough propane gas to last them not just for days, but a week.
3 here, 20 pounds each.
Benjamin Bothen says he just went through a power outage recently and is not willing to go through it again with the coming Arctic temperatures.
I've got 4 children. I don't want to take any chances with that. And with these 3 tanks, I can at least stay warm for probably about 5 or 6 days. If it goes out at that temperature, we're all going to have a real hard time staying warm.
Tri-County Fertilizer Propane has seen more customers in the past couple of days buying more feed for livestock.
The stomach is the furnace for most animals. They have to eat in order to stay warm and to keep their bodies where they need to be to make it through this cold weather. Afraid they'll not be able to get out, and they want to have plenty for their animals to eat.
Owner Kevin Fields says they have plenty of propane, but he wants to send off his customers with a fair warning.
But the biggest thing with propane is you got to be careful. You don't want to have a tank inside. You want to have a carbon monoxide detector so that everyone is safe.
And while I was inside the store, I was introduced to a foreman with the Richmond Public Works Department, and he shared with me the city's plan on treating the roads. Have a listen.
Just waiting to see what the weather's going to do, but we've got the trucks ready, we've got chains on them and plenty of salt, and we'll probably, while they talk, it's going to come 11 to 12 at night, and we just have to wait and see how much freeze we get and how much ice.
And Ricky Howard says he imagines that they'll get started around 1 o'clock on Friday. So if you are out driving on the roads and you see one of their trucks, just make sure you keep enough safe distance with them so the salt doesn't ruin your vehicle. In Madison County, I'm Danielle Miskell, Fox 56 News.
Sleeping outside during these cold temperatures can be deadly. The Gathering Place in Georgetown, however, is providing space for those who have nowhere else to go. The emergency cold shelter opens anytime the temperature dips below 40 degrees. Right now, they're building bunk beds so that 16 people can fit comfortably. Up until now, volunteers say only men have taken advantage of the space, but women are welcome too. They even have separate space for them to sleep. The emergency cold shelter opens at 8 p.m. and people can stay as long as they need.
8 a.m. they sometimes leave. We will not be turning anybody away during this cold snap. Like, they can stay here during the day and drink coffee and hot chocolate and have food.
The Gathering Place also needs help providing essentials to those in need. They're asking for twin-size blankets and cold weather gear. If you would like to do more, they're always accepting volunteers. Well, if you're trying to get home for the holidays, you may have a tough time. Airports across the country reporting massive delays and cancellations as a winter storm moves in just days before Christmas. Fox says Mike Tobit has more on one of the busiest travel weeks of the year.
We were supposed to leave at 8 this morning, so due to crew constraints and weather, we have been delayed until 9:30 p.m. tonight.
A major winter storm is making its way across the Midwest and Great Lakes, putting millions of people under winter weather advisories and impacting travelers during one of the busiest travel times of the year.
Booked on United, and we were anticipating the flight was going to get canceled because the storm's on in Thursday to Friday, and then we had rebooked on Southwest Wednesday night. That flight was canceled and then rebooked twice back on a United flight to this afternoon.
I actually contemplated driving just in case flights got canceled.
According to AAA, there will be more than 113 million people traveling 50 miles or more this Christmas. Several major airports are already reporting hundreds of delays and cancellations due to the anticipation of the blizzard-like conditions, life-threatening cold temperatures, and extreme wind chills.
We saw roughly a couple thousand more bookings for today than we saw in the previous report 24 hours before. So that indicates that a lot of people were making last-minute changes to their schedules.
For those thinking of hitting the roads to avoid possible airport setbacks, officials now say you may want to rethink that because freezing rain and snow could lead to dangerous road conditions.
We don't want anyone getting a flat tire, having car issues, because that's just conditions that you don't want to be stuck in your car.
And whether you're planning to travel by plane, train, or automobile, officials are warning, pack a survival kit in case of delays or other emergencies. In Chicago, Mike Tobin, Fox News.
And be sure to stay with Fox 56 News as we continue to bring you the latest on this upcoming winter weather. Head to our website, fox56news.com, for up-to-the-minute details on potential changes and new information. Lexington residents getting the chance to voice their opinions on new parking changes. Coming up, why some feel their concerns are not being heard by city leaders.
You're watching Fox 56 News. Our home, your news.
Time to blast off. For what day is it?
At Fox 56, every day is special.
We're recognizing a delicious Spanish dish.
Today is National Kick Butt Day.
Celebrate every morning at 7:30.
Up next, today is National Square Dancing Day.
On Fox 56, the only news that stays local from 5 to 9.
West Shore Home is the best solution on the market for bath and shower remodeling. Today, Joe and I are on site to see what a typical walk-in shower installation looks like. So let's go upstairs and see what we're working with.
Let's check it out. Now, Kirsten, why did the homeowner need to replace this tub and shower?
So this is a really high step over tub, which could be a problem because it's really easy to catch your foot when you're getting in or out of the shower. And if that happens, there's nothing here to catch yourself on for support.
And you said today West Shore is going to install a brand new walk-in shower. How's that going to help?
So we're going to remove the shower and tub combo and replace it with something that's built with safety in mind. The walk-in shower is going to have a 3 to 4 inch threshold, which is going to make it so much easier to get in and out of the shower. So look, I know this homeowner is so excited to get this project done, and we don't want to hold the crew up any longer. So let's check back in later.
Okay, the crew wrapped up, and in just 8 hours, the difference is incredible. This morning, this was a plain white bathtub. This afternoon, it's a beautiful, modern walk-in shower. They have sleek sliding glass doors. And as Kirsten said, the low-step shower base and the grab bar is going to make getting in and out of the shower so much easier. They have laser etch walls, and they went for the magnetic shower head. Folks, if you're looking to upgrade your old shower bath to something safe and modern, call the experts at West Shore Home. They're doing transformations like this every single day. Call the number on your screen now, and when you do, take advantage of this great offer. Call in now because they're doing 5 years of 0% APR plus 50% off the cost of installation. This is an offer you do not want to miss. Call West Shore Home now.
Always know what's coming your way with a 7-day forecast from Fox 56 News, the weather authority.
Sponsored by Fayette Heating and Air. This is Fox 56 News with Marvin Bartlett, Imani Payne, and weather with Chris Johnson.
Representatives from the Lexington-Fayette County Parking Authority holding a special meeting this morning to discuss parking rates and enforcement. The public saying this will have a negative impact on downtown businesses and could even put the safety of city employees at risk, leading to some very passionate comments. Josh Short was there to give us an inside look.
Before you all implemented this decision. A common question brought up at the meeting. Chris Lucero joined other Lexington residents, business owners, and employees to voice concerns about the new downtown parking rates.
None of the business owners have been consulted or asked or talked to by any means.
Lucero wasn't pleased with the end result.
Overall, I feel like a lot of the comments that the committee heard just kind of went in one ear and out the other. I feel like in some regards, the committee just didn't listen to people. People were in there making a lot of comments, and it felt at times they were just being ignored.
The end of the meeting did bring changes. There will now be a 4-hour time limit for meters instead of 2, from 5 to 9 p.m. on weekdays and all Saturdays.
Before the meeting, I came in with the thinking, I'm going to ask the board members if they would consider not having a 2-hour limit, but a 4-hour limit. And that was what they approved on that particular point.
Even with those changes, those who attended say they still feel they weren't heard.
I'm glad we at least got to express our opinions, but I feel like there's still a lot more work that could be done.
It's work representatives from the parking authority say they want the public's input on, even though the meeting was filled with disagreement.
I know some people that stood up, I could tell they were nervous, but they just wanted to speak their piece, and that's admirable, and I appreciate that they did that. I appreciate that they were passionate enough to come downtown and come into this meeting with people that they don't know and speak their piece, and hopefully more of that will happen. Our board meetings are always open to the public and always have been. And so, we welcome that, and getting input from citizens is always really valuable.
In Lexington, Josh Short, Fox 56 News.
And we're tracking big changes tonight as rain to snow chances take over with frigid air that settles in. We're going to have more on the active forecast ahead coming up.
Tomorrow, wake up with the Fox 56 Morning News, the only news that stays local from 5 to 9.
High volume, low price, twice the jewelry, half the price.
The Castle.
The Castle.
I love the Castle.
Shop the Castle for diamond infinity rings and necklaces. Your choice, just $1.99.
The Castle will make your wife and your wallet happy.
This Christmas, shop the Castle.
For your next clogged drain, don't call a general plumber, call a specialist. The experts at Lex Reuter specialize in clogged drains and pipes. We offer preventative maintenance and 24-hour emergency service for your peace of mind. Lex Reuter, we keep you flowing.
Just like your body, our vitamins, minerals, and herbs are grown from nature. And with all our products and advice, we have something for everything under the sun. All from nature herself. Robert's Health Foods, 1020 Industry Road, Lexington.
Right now at Rally's, buy one Big Buford, get a second one for just $1. It's like a movie with the sequel as good as the original. Except in this movie, the hero is made of perfectly seasoned 100% beef and stacked with melty American cheese and the perfect toppings, all for just another $1. Spoiler alert, the sequel is equally delicious and just $1 more. Buy one, get one for $1 Big Bufords. You've earned it. Get Rallies delivered through our rewards app.
I was on my way to dinner when my rideshare driver got into a wreck with a delivery van, so I called the Hammer.
We have the people, the experience, and the resources to take on any kind of rideshare case. One call, that's all.
Call 877-ALL-7s.
The huge year-end sales event at your local Ford store is in its final days, and so is your chance to get a lot more truck for a lot less money. Hurry in today for more savings on 2022 Ford F-150, now with 2.9 for $60 plus $1,000 retail bonus cash. More power, more capability, more toughness. That's why F-150's been a part of the best-selling truck lineup for more than 45 years. To get 2.9 for $60 plus a grand bonus cash on F-150, get to the final days of the year-end sales event at your local Ford store, where there's always more in store.
Make a community connection with UK Healthcare. Tuesdays on the Fox 56 Morning News, get the latest in family health and wellness from the experts. UK Healthcare. Extraordinary care is right here.
Beautiful jewelry.
Low price.
Huge selection.
Has to be the Castle.
The Castle.
The Castle.
The Castle.
Case 3/4 carat bridal sets are $17.99. The Castle's 1 carat bridal sets are only $15.95. Nobody makes I Do as big and affordable as we do.
Now, your forecast from Fox 56 News, the weather authority.
All right, active forecast ahead throughout this evening into tonight as this Arctic front begins to blast through the Commonwealth. And as it does so, we're going to be talking drastic changes with rain to snow chances, gusty winds, and tumbling temperatures as we head throughout tonight. And by the time we wake up Friday morning, my goodness, it is going to be bitterly cold out there. We do have winter storm warning in effect for central portions of Kentucky, including here in Fayette County. Those weather advisories out to our east and southeast. Everyone across the board, wind chill warning in effect. We are talking wind chill warnings, wind chills, I should say, that potential ranging between 10 to 30 degrees below zero for those feel-like conditions as we head deeper into tonight, especially getting into your Friday morning and into the first part of Friday afternoon. Let's talk about the setup. This Arctic front starting to make its move across the state as we speak. Rain chances lining up right along the I-65 corridor. This activity pushing eastward, and behind it, look at the snow that's really starting to ramp up. And we're talking some heavy snowfall at times with this band as it works eastward throughout this evening morning and overnight tonight. So let's track it out for you. Futurecast throughout this evening, getting into around, we'll say 9:30, 10 o'clock or so. The rain's going to start to pick up here across central and southern Kentucky as this front begins to push eastward. Temperatures dropping off, and they're doing so really, really quickly. So a quick changeover from some rain, heavy at times, to some pretty heavy snow. And we're talking whiteout conditions, blizzard-like conditions. Yes, that's a possibility just because heavy snowfall, gusty winds up to 45 miles per hour will create those whiteout conditions at times. Now that snow will continue past midnight as the activity pushes off towards the east. And then we'll try and clear skies out briefly as we get into your Friday morning. But by Friday late morning, Friday afternoon, clouds taking back over. And it is going to be really, really cold as we get into your Friday afternoon. As far as the rain to snow timeline is concerned, around 10 o'clock here across central, southern portions of Kentucky. Once we head eastward, it'll be after 11 p.m. for that rain to snow transition. And with snowfalls and the snowfall amount, we're expecting a little more than what we were talking about over the last 12 to 24 hours. And because of that, winter storm warning went into effect. So here across central Kentucky, portions to our south and west across our viewing area, we're talking 2 to 5 inches of snowfall. Some of the higher amounts could certainly show up to our north and to our west, but I do believe we're in the running for some decent snows here across the bluegrass. To our south and east, lesser amounts of snow ranging between 1 to 4 inches. There is a bit of a spread there, but we are talking drastically dropping temperatures, and those snow ratios, those snow rates will be climbing quite a bit. All right, so as far as the lows are concerned, actual air temperatures, folks, below zero, 6 below zero, waking up tomorrow morning. Only single digits for highs across the entire viewing area. Then you factor in the windy conditions through your Friday morning, getting into Friday afternoon. And again, wind chills ranging between 20 to 30 degrees below zero as we get into your Friday morning and Friday afternoon. As far as holiday weekend is concerned, teens for highs, that's it. Overnight lows near zero, sub-zero will be a possibility at times as we get into those nights. Man, it's going to be cold out there, folks. 7-day forecast showing some improvements, though. Check it out. Next system could bring some light snow Monday. Nothing major looking right now, but we're keeping an eye on it. And wouldn't you look at this? We go from 4 for a high tomorrow to 54 next Thursday. Keep it right here. Sports is coming up next.
Scan the QR code on your screen now and download the Fox 56 News app. Sponsored by ADA Heating and Air. 'Tis the season to go out and about. Deanne Stevens shares some holiday cheer with Marvin Bartlett.
That my grandmother used to make.
Justin Logan. And rings in the new year with sports director Mitch Brown. Go out and about for the holidays. Tuesday and Thursday on the Fox 56 Morning News.
At Fayette Heating and Air, you'll hear a friendly voice ready to turn your problems into solutions every time. That's our every time promise.
At Fayette Heating and Air, we back up every job with the best guarantees in the business. Every time. That's our every time promise.
LifePath Behavioral Clinic offers easy and friendly outpatient mental health and recovery services. So many people in our community need access to mental health services, but can't get these services because of long waiting lists, lack of access, or insurances such as Medicaid not being accepted. At LifePath, we respond to every request for services. We ensure appointments are available when needed, and we accept major insurances, including Medicaid. LifePath is here to help with mental health prescription management, access to services in person or by telehealth, appointments available with little wait, and most insurances, including Medicaid, accepted. Find your path to a healthier lifestyle with LifePath Behavioral Clinic. Learn more at lifepathclinic.org.
Painting isn't just our job, it's our passion. Our team at Winter Circle Painting is dedicated to bringing you quality work, saving you time and money. From homes to businesses, there's no job too big or too small.
For winning results, choose Winter Circle Painting.
Dear Santa, I want a new truck for my dad and an SUV for my grandma. And I want them to have a really good time when they go look at trucks and cars. Can you make that happen?
For 63 years, Jack Kane Ford in Versailles has been providing their customers with the best buying experience available. You can shop in a no-pressure atmosphere while being treated with integrity and respect. Just a 5-minute drive from New Circle Road in Versailles. Jack Kane Ford is open through Friday the 23rd at 6 p.m. Or shop them online at caneford.com and feel good this year about your car buying experience.
Right now at Rally's, buy one Big Buford, get a second one for just $1. At last, a sequel that lives up to your expectations. Buy one, get one for $1 Big Bufords. You've earned it. Get Rally's delivered through our rewards app.
Kick off 2023 with as the final 9 battle to the finale.
Back in the pan!
New episodes of Hell's Kitchen, January 5th on Fox.
Now, Fox 56 Sports.
The Kentucky Wildcats are in the rebuilding stages in its running back room. Benny Snell and Chris Rodriguez held down the fort for 7 seasons, but it's time to get a facelift, and they're on the right track, landing one of the SEC's leading rushers in Ray Davis out of the transfer portal. This will be Davis's 3rd school in his collegiate career. He started out at Temple before heading to Nashville. Now, Davis has rushed for over 2,500 yards and 15 touchdowns. He's also caught 61 passes for 439 yards and 5 touchdowns. Like C-Rod, though, he's a power back, a bigger back with experience. Crucial pickup for this group in Mark Stoops' eyes.
Definitely important. I mean, you just look at Ray and, he kind of fits that mold of what we've been, and how you need to have that tough, strong, physical guy. I think he's another guy that obviously did very well against us. He's proven player in the SEC. And so, it's been a great addition.
A lot of great other additions as well. A few quick facts about this signing class. It's a top 35 signing class in the nation. Number 9 in the country if we're talking about the transfer additions alone. But Stoops picked up a total of 23 players, 17 high schoolers, and 6 transfers. 6 in-state players, counting the transfers, actually. And he said yesterday he's really pleased with this class, but the search is not over just yet. But switching to basketball, Kentucky got the job done last night with a 20-point win over Florida A&M University. Just looking at the score, though, you'd think the Cats had it easy, but it was quite the opposite. Now there was some improvement offensively, but defensively, their performance was definitely uncharacteristic. FAMU is the 362nd ranked offense in the country, and Kentucky made them look like they were a top 10 team. The Rattlers shot their best of the season against UK, 52% from the floor, 56 from 3. And Kentucky gave away too many wide open shots, and as good as Oscar Tshiebwe is, he's still struggling to guard the pick and roll. Still a few concerns about this team, but it's only December, and John Calipari is still cool, calm, and collected.
If you've watched me work and coach in the past, it takes time to get it all together, and I'm not panicked. Some of the guys, I'm the biggest proponent, for guys in that room. So we got work to do now. We do.
Well, Kentucky women's hoops is heading into conference play soon with some momentum. Taking down Ohio University on Wednesday, the Cats seemed to find their groove on the glass, finishing with their best rebounding performance of the year. UK snagged 20 offensive rebounds, turning them into 23 second chance points. Kentucky only allowed the Bobcats to grab 3 offensive rebounds. Good recipe for snapping a 3-game losing streak. Kentucky will kick off conference play December 29th against Missouri at 9 o'clock in Columbia. But that'll do it for sports. Gonna go ahead and send it back to you guys.
All right, Nicole, thank you. And listen, everyone wanting to know what the weather is looking like outdoors.
Really,
I mean, we need to know, right?
Yeah, and it's going to get really, really cold. Dangerously cold. Air is moving in as we head through tonight into your Friday. Got a high of 4 degrees by Friday morning. Of course, we're expecting some light snow accumulations on the ground as well. And the cold sticks around through the holiday weekend. Teens for highs as we get into your Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. And I said it as I wrapped up that full weather. We're going to go for a high of 4 tomorrow, 54 next Thursday.
I mean, talk about the range, right? All right. Thanks, Chris, and thank you for watching. We'll have more on those weather conditions up next at 7. See you then.
This is not the first holiday that I've missed. Landmark Recovery was there to get me on the road to living my life again. With the strength and support Landmark is giving me, I won't miss another family holiday.
Right now at Rally's, buy one Big Buford, get a second one for just $1. At last, a sequel that lives up to your expectations. Buy one, get one for $1 Big Bufords. You've earned it. Get Rally's delivered through our rewards app.
Hi, I want to tell you about a special promotion going on right now at Furniture World Superstore. With 7 showrooms in Kentucky, Furniture World is one of the country's top sellers of My Trisha Yearwood home collection. And that's why only Furniture World can offer you these exclusive savings. For a limited time, save on the entire Trisha Yearwood home collection. Beautiful, comfortable, affordable furniture for every room in your home. Remember, these exclusive savings are on now and for a limited time and only at Furniture World Superstore.
Give the gift of beauty and relaxation this holiday season with Planet Salon and Spa. Get 20% off gift cards in-store and online now through December 31st and grab a gift set starting at $20 to place under the tree. From haircuts to massages, Planet Salon and Spa is a full-service salon that will pamper you from head to toe. Visit us at one of our 3 locations or online. Give us a call and find out why we're your Christmas gift headquarters.
Happy holidays from Planet Salon.
Don, we now our year-end savings at Don Franklin Somerset Kia. Take advantage of 2.9% APR for 48 months on select new 2022 Kia Sorento models. Or drive away in the all-new 2023 Kia Sportage EX for as low as $29,440. Hurry into Don Franklin Somerset Kia.
If it's the pros, the Cats, or home team Friday nights, Fox 56 has your team covered. Don't wait up for scores and highlights. Catch Mitch Brown with sports every night on the Fox 56 News at 10. Sponsored by Arby's.
46 Solution, it can help you score the best technology for your home or business.
The year-end sales event at your local Ford store is in its final days. Hurry in to get a 22 Ford F-150 with 2.9 for $60 plus $1,000 retail bonus cash. Get to the final days of the year-end sales event at your local Ford store, where there's always more in store.
Merry Christmas from Fox 56.
The Senate voted on a deal to avert a government shutdown. I'm Mike Emanuel in Washington with more on that story coming up.
Plus, with the winter weather fast approaching, we take a look at how people in Madison County are preparing for the worst. And we focus on a woman in need back in her home just in time for Christmas. It's the top of the hour. Fox 56 News at 7 starts right now.
Live from Lexington, our home, your news. This is Fox 56 News at 7.
Hunkering down is the theme for the next 24 to 48 hours. So in preparation, many are not just stocking up on food and propane for themselves, but for their animals as well. Danielle Miskell has more tonight from Madison County.
Much like everywhere else across the state, Madison County residents are afraid that the roads are going to get too bad and they're not going to be able to get out. I saw residents grabbing for ice melt, extra feed, and propane because they told me it's their supplemental heat in case there's no power in their home or barns. So why now? It's because they told me that they believe that the electricity is going to go out.
At Tri-County Fertilizer Propane, it's been a busy few days as Madison County residents get in line to stock up on multiple tanks. One customer says there was a power outage recently, and with having kids, it's not something he's willing to risk again with the Arctic temperatures ahead. The storefront has also seen more customers buying feed for livestock, and its warehouse has been emptied out days in a row.
The stomach is the furnace for most animals. They have to eat in order to stay warm and to keep their bodies where they need to be to make it through this cold weather. Everyone is buying more feed in preparation. They're afraid the roads are going to get bad, afraid they'll not be able to get out, and they want to have plenty for their animals to eat.
And while I was inside the store, I was introduced to a foreman with the Richmond Public Works Department, and he shared with me the city's plan on treating the roads. Have a listen.
Just waiting to see what the weather's going to do, but we've got the trucks ready, we've got chains on them and plenty of salt. And we'll probably, while they talk, it's going to come 11 to 12 at night, and we just have to wait and see how much freeze we get and how much ice.
And Ricky Howard says he imagines that they'll get started around 1 o'clock on Friday. So if you are out driving on the roads and you see one of their trucks, just make sure you keep enough safe distance with them so the salt doesn't ruin your vehicle. In Madison County, I'm Danielle Miskell, Fox 56 News.
Good information there, Danielle. Thank you. As we continue covering this winter weather, let's head right over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Johnson to give us the latest on just how bad it can get and how much snow we might receive. Chris.
Yes, listen, certainly a busy forecast throughout this evening. Overnight tonight, dangerously cold air will be settling in here across the bluegrass portions of southern and eastern Kentucky. Then we track out light accumulating snowfall, and that could reduce visibilities with gusty winds up to 40, 45 plus miles per hour times, and temperatures taking a tumble. So it's going to get really cold with the snow on the ground as we get into the next 12 to 24 hours. Right now, we've had some light mist, light rain at times, but some passing clouds will continue to work through, and that's eventually going to lead to some rain here in just a little bit. 46 degrees is our temperature with a breezy southerly wind between 10 and about 20 miles per hour at times, and you can see on satellite and radar we've had some of that light mist or a few showers passing through, but some of the more steady rainfall showing up just to our west and southwest. This is all pressing towards the east, and behind that is the cold air along with that snow that continues to fall. Temperature-wise, pretty uniform across the area, middle and upper 40s winning out, but look at this sharp temperature drop right now. Louisville, 43, 46 Bowling Green, back to the west, 2 degrees. In St. Louis, 4 below right now. Over in Columbia, winds will be picking up as well, gusting from the west and northwest as this front begins to make its way through the state. Now starting to inch closer to portions of central Kentucky, and notice some of the heavier snowfall and behind this front as it works eastward. And because of that snow, we had winter storm warnings out for central Kentucky, advisories to our east. And again, we're expecting some light snow accumulation. So when we come back, we're going to track that out for you, talk about snow amounts and the holiday weekend forecast here in just a bit. Amani.
Chris, thank you. While many of us are focused on the temperatures outside, it's easy to forget about the temperatures inside, especially if you're traveling this weekend. To keep pipes from bursting, experts say never drop below 55 degrees in your home. For those of you staying home for the holidays, you'll want to make sure your garden hose is unhooked from the spout, as that can easily freeze outside. Experts also recommend keeping a small drip of water going in your sinks and bathtubs at night. This could add a bit to your water bill, but is less expensive than replacing a burst pipe. Another tip, keep the cabinet doors to your faucets open, especially those along exterior walls, to keep your pipes warm. Now, in the event your pipes do freeze, there's one thing you need to do right away.
You want to be able to shut off your water to your home very quickly, and you don't want to be looking for that valve during the midst of that. You want to know that in advance and make sure others in your household know where that's located too. The main water shutoff valve is often located in a utility room, in a pantry perhaps, in the basement.
For more tips, check out this story on our website, fox56news.com. The Senate breaking a legislative logjam that threatened to halt the passing of a $1 trillion federal funding bill for next year. The next stop is the House, and with a winter storm looming, quick passing is virtually assured but not guaranteed. Mike Emanuel has the latest.
Agreed to. The Senate finally passed a massive $1.7 trillion government funding bill.
A lot of ups and downs, but at the end, a great result that really helped the American people.
The holdup was a dispute over the border, and that delay put the government at risk for a shutdown.
Title 42 has become the only sustained control we have over illegal immigration.
Republican Senator Mike Lee wanted an amendment added to the omnibus to preserve Title 42, a health policy that expedites the deportation of migrants.
The amendment is not agreed to.
The Senate voted that down and voted on more than a dozen other amendments in rapid-fire succession, racing to avoid getting trapped in Washington by a wicked winter storm. The legislation is filled with other kitchen sink priorities like a TikTok ban on government devices and billions for Ukraine.
I thank every American family.
The spending bill now moves to the House, but lawmakers are preparing a short-term deal to fund the government through Christmas in case the final package is not signed by Friday at midnight. Some House Republicans were hoping to wait to negotiate a long-term deal until next year when they are the majority.
This is bloated. It should not move forward.
We want people to be able to go home, and as you know, there's storms across America, and hopefully that will be a motivation.
House passage is one of the final hurdles for Speaker Nancy Pelosi before her leadership role comes to an end. In Washington, Mike Emanuel, Fox News.
We have much more coming up on Fox 56 News at 7. Up next, we focus on a woman in need back in her home just in time for Christmas.
You're watching Fox 56 News. Our home, your news. Friday night in the Bluegrass. Time to show your school spirit and cheer for your home team. So come on, get in the game with Home Team Friday Nights. Friday at 10:35 on Fox 56. Sponsored by Hitachi Ostimo.
At Hardee's, no matter what you choose, it's the right choice. Because our new 4 for $6 deal lets you make your own combo. Mix and match, then feast or snack on the food you're craving, all for just $6. Combine your favorite flavors into the perfect deal with our new 4 for $6 menu, only at Hardee's.
The future looks good. The future looks good to me. We'll find a way back. We're on the right track, and we don't look back. No, no. The future looks
good. Right now at Rally's, buy one Big Buford, get a second one for just $1. At last, a sequel that lives up to your expectations. Buy one, get one for $1 Big Bufords. You've earned it. Get Rally's delivered through our rewards app.
Health coverage fans, this is the matchup we've all been waiting for. Where you find quality, affordable coverage that's right for you and your family through Connect. And it's about the simplest play you can make. Just go to connect.ky.gov and get started. Now more people than ever will qualify and save more by enrolling through Connect. So get off the sidelines and in the game anytime between now and January 15th. Team Kentucky for the win. Connect. Together for a better Kentucky.
The year-end sales event at your local Ford store is in its final days. Hurry in to get a 22 Ford F-150 with 2.9 for $60 plus $1,000 retail bonus cash. Get to the final days of the year-end sales event at your local Ford store, where there's always more in store.
At Hardee's, no matter what you choose, it's the right choice. Because our new 4 for $6 deal lets you make your own combo. Mix and match, then feast or snack on the food you're craving, all for just $6. Combine your favorite flavors into the perfect deal with our new 4 for $6 menu, only at Hardee's.
Kick off 2023 with... As the final 9 battle to the finale. Back in the pan! New episodes of Hell's Kitchen, January 5th on Fox.
Home for Christmas. They may be lyrics to your favorite Christmas song, but for one Lexington woman, the phrase holds special meaning this year as she prepares to celebrate the holiday.
Okay, y'all come back late, okay? I'll be right here.
Sylvania Bell is spending Christmas at home. It might sound like nothing special, but for her, it's a dream come true. You see, her home's been on the brink of unlivable for the past 20 years.
She had bacon sheets that were tacked to the ceiling where her drywall had collapsed. The gas wasn't ventilating properly in her house. So we're lucky that she's still here with us today. When I walked inside after looking at the roof, I knew that she needed dire help.
And help is exactly what Officer Ryan Holland did. As Lexington's neighborhood resource officer, he's been renovating homes for the past 5 years. And after several months of work and $90,000 in repairs paid through community support and private donations, Miss Bell's house is as good as new, able to move back in just in time for Christmas, her favorite time of year.
I remember my first Christmas, Mama asked me, "What you want for Christmas?" You know what I told her? I said, "Anything y'all want to give me."
And she says she's been given the greatest gift of all this year. Peace of mind. You can call it a Christmas miracle, but Miss Bell just calls it her biggest prayer answered.
It's just a dream come true for me. It is. I'm emotional, but it's better because I said pray, and I know I didn't have the money to get things fixed up, but it's better. It's better. It's a special Christmas for me.
Miss Bell says she's looking forward to creating new memories with her family in her house for many years to come.
And we're tracking out some frigid air as we head through tonight. Rain to snow chances with light snow accumulations likely. We're going to talk more about that with your full forecast coming up after the break.
Tomorrow, wake up with the Fox 56 Morning News, the only news that stays local from 5 to 9.
The The huge year-end sales event at your local Ford store is in its final days, and so is your chance to get a lot more vehicle for a lot less money. Hurry in today for more savings on 22 Edge and Explorer, now both with 2.9 for $60 plus $1,500 retail bonus cash. Or get a 22 Escape with 3.9 for $60 and $1,500 bonus cash. We have plenty in stock, and there are more on the way, so don't wait. Get more for your money and get to the final days of the year-end sales event at your local Ford store, where there's always more in store.
The holidays are here, and that has a lot of people scrambling to get their homes ready for get-togethers with family and friends. And this usually means cleaning the bath and shower for hours. Hey, everybody, I'm with Kirsten from West Shore Home to talk a little shower and bath remodeling and to find out how West Shore is making starting that project easier than ever, even at the holidays. Kirsten.
So, Joe, we know this is a super busy time of the year for everyone. And people who need to replace their shower or bath, they're going to put that off until after the holidays because they just don't want to deal with the headache of having a home remodeling project. But West Shore Home eliminates those headaches because we give you a fast, easy, and convenient experience from beginning to end.
Well, Kirsten, how are you doing that? How are you saving people time during this busy holiday season?
So, Joe, we're doing a couple of things. First off, we offer customers the flexibility to pick an in-home design consultation at a time that works well for them. We offer weekday, weekend, and evening appointments.
That's super convenient, especially at this time of year. Now, another thing that saves people time is that one-day installation. Talk about that.
So this is what people love about our company. If you go online, you're going to find hundreds, if not thousands of five-star reviews of people who love our one-day installation process. This time of the year, no one has time to sit around and wait for a project to be completed in 2 or 3 days or a week or more. We get it done in one day.
Nice. And you're also making starting these projects more affordable. Tell us how.
So this year, we're offering our biggest financing deal of the season. It's 5 years of 0% APR, which makes paying for that project easy because the payments are broken down into equal low monthly payments. On top of that, we're taking 50% of the cost of installation on all projects.
Nice. Kirsten, thank you so much. Folks, call West Shore Home now to take advantage of this great offer. Call in now because they're doing 5 years of 0% APR plus 50% off the cost of installation. This is an offer you do not want to miss. Call West Shore Home now.
Now, Spirit of the Bluegrass. Sponsored by the Window Source of Lexington.
We all have holiday traditions. Maybe it's caroling around the piano, decorating cookies as a family, or getting together for a large feast. One family in northern Kentucky started a unique tradition 30 years ago. It's grown into an event that draws travelers from afar. It's a custom that reflects the spirit of the bluegrass.
For to us a child is born, to us a son is given.
On the weekend before Christmas, the Kirsch family of Pendleton County gets together for devotions and prayer.
Amen.
Amen.
Do you need a tie, Davis?
Then they get all dressed up.
These are comfy, Mommy.
I know.
To share their faith in a bigger way. Brothers, sisters, grandchildren, nieces, and nephews get into stable condition in the basement of a farmhouse. Then go away to a manger.
We decided the best way to kind of bring the true meaning of Christmas into the season and keep that in their forefront was to start a live nativity.
So in 1995, the family added a live nativity scene to their decorated yard, and everyone born into the family or married into it has been a part of it ever since.
Yep. Been an angel for a significant part of it, and now I got promoted to being a wise lady. Did you get a treat bag?
It's truly a family affair. Those who don't stand in the stable direct traffic or hand out homemade cookies and hot chocolate. 102-year-old Betty Bierman made most of the costumes 30 years ago and still stands ready to repair holes on a holy night.
I don't make anything. So if somebody needs a seam sewed up or things like that, patching mostly, I keep the machine open.
A lot of people decorate with nativity scenes, maybe plastic figures or wooden cutouts. But this family believes this is a better representation of the stable, a place full of visitors, noise, and joy.
We now have, kids that came when they were kids bringing their kids. And they'll tell you how it's became a big part of their family tradition as well.
I like it because whenever I was 3, I was holding baby Jesus.
About 1,000 people visit the scene each year, and as long as the crowds come, the family plans to recreate Bethlehem in their own special way.
we have a pretty expanded family, and it keeps expanding. So, and everybody seems interested. So, I think it'll stay for a while.
I love it because I know we're serving the Lord, and I know that we're touching a lot of people that are very important to me that happens.
This started as a simple gift to the community. It has become a star attraction.
Merry Christmas!
In Butler, Kentucky, Marvin Bartlett with the spirit of the bluegrass.
Merry Christmas!
Now, your forecast from Fox 56 News, the weather authority.
All right, pretty active forecast in store as we head through this evening into tonight, working into your Friday morning. We have winter storm warnings in effect across portions of central Kentucky, including here in Fayette County, stretching back to our south and west, with winter weather advisory showing up across a good chunk of eastern and southeastern Kentucky, and that extends points east and northeast and southeast of that as well, because many will be impacted by this Arctic front bringing some rain to snow chances across the region. Also, wind chill alerts. We have a wind chill warning in effect. Actually kicks in here in the next couple hours or so, overnight and into your Friday morning, and with gusty winds upwards to 40, 45 miles per hour times, with temperatures sub-zero. It is going to feel even colder out there. Those wind chills will range between 20 and 30 degrees below zero at times through your Friday morning. That is dangerously cold air, and if you're out and about, exposed skin of any sort for 30 minutes or less can lead to frostbite. So it is serious stuff as we get into your Friday morning. Cold front, all right, starting to make its move now into portions of central Kentucky, and we're going to see some rain start to ramp up over the next couple hours or so, and then behind that, the cold air really lining up and also bringing the threat for some heavy snowfall, which will reduce visibilities. Also, the winds gusting up, not ideal for any travel late tonight and as we get into your Friday morning. Futurecast, as we head deeper into tonight, expecting that rain to snow switch sometime around 9:30, 10 o'clock tonight. As it does so, it's going to be a quick switch, and some heavier snowfall at times will be likely as this continues to push off towards the east and northeast, and some light snow continues and lingers across central Kentucky up until about 2:45, 3 o'clock Friday morning. Then we'll start to dry skies out, but some snow showers will be sticking around through your Friday morning as clouds start to build back in. And it looks like those clouds will try to hang tough as we get into your Friday afternoon as well. So as far as the timeline is concerned, getting into central and southern Kentucky between 9 and 11 p.m., I would put it around 10 o'clock tonight for that rain to snow transition. And then across eastern and southeastern Kentucky, we're talking after 11 o'clock tonight for that rain to snow transition. So as far as potential snowfall amounts are concerned, we made some adjustments earlier today and expanded this line for 2 to 5 inches more to the south and east, but still expecting 1 to 4 inches across a good chunk of eastern and southeastern Kentucky, where they could be dealing with a little dry air at times as this system wraps up and begins to hit the road before pushing off towards the east and northeast. After the snow, this is what this system's really about. It's the dangerously cold air. Actual low temperatures below zero. Many spots across the area. It's going to be a cold start tomorrow morning, only getting up to 4 for a high, with some snow showers that will be sticking around. A few flurries could fly as we get into your Christmas Eve and your Christmas Day, sunshine returning, and we're going to dry things out, but it's still really, really cold with those high temperatures in the teens. So for tonight, 6 below, rain to snow becoming likely, windy conditions turning very frigid, travel tonight not advised, and that continues through Friday morning. Speaking of which, tomorrow's high only 4 degrees. Some of those scattered snow showers sticking around with dangerously cold wind chills between 20 and 30 degrees below zero. 7-day forecasts, buckle up, because look what happens as we get into next week. We're going from 4 for a high up to 54 next Thursday. That is a big time switch over the next 7 days.
Plastic is on the menu this holiday season. I'm Marianne Rafferty with a look at a new study citing just how much microplastic could be in your Christmas dinner. Hang on.
Scan the QR code on your screen now and download the Fox 56 News app. Sponsored by ADA Heating and Air. 'Tis the season to go out and about. Deanne Stevens shares some holiday cheer with Marvin Bartlett.
That my grandmother used to make.
Justin Logan. And rings in the new year with sports director Mitch Brown. Go out and about for the holidays. Tuesday and Thursday on the Fox 56 Morning News.
Get in the game with Zaxby's all-new loyalty program, Zax Rewards. The more you earn, the more rewards to choose from. Sign up for Zax Rewards and score a free Big Zax snack meal. Download the Zaxby's app and get your game on.
I would describe myself as a fighter. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. For over 30 years, my fights have been against giants. I fight the powerful for the powerless, and our results speak for themselves. We have recovered billions and billions and billions of dollars for our clients. $1.2 billion in one case alone. I risk my own money in case cause fighting these wrongdoers. If you want a fighter, you can count on me. There's only one Morgan & Morgan for the people.
Dear Santa, I want a new truck for my dad and an SUV for my grandma. And I want them to have a really good time when they go look at trucks and cars. Can you make that happen?
For 63 years, Jack Kane Ford in Versailles has been providing their customers with the best buying experience available. You can shop in a no-pressure atmosphere while being treated with integrity and respect. Just a 5-minute drive from New Circle Road in Versailles. Jack Kane Ford is open through Friday the 23rd at 6 p.m. Or shop them online at caneford.com and feel good this year about your car buying experience.
Everyone needs a four-legged friend.
We got a baby on board.
Join us every Wednesday as we feature a new canine companion in need of a forever home.
Forever Homes is sponsored by VCA, Woodford Animal Hospital.
Get in the game with Zaxby's all-new loyalty program, Zax Rewards. The more you earn, the more rewards to choose from. Sign up for Zax Rewards and score a free Big Zax snack meal. Download the Zaxby's app and get your game on.
Kick off 2023 with as the final 9 battle to the finale. Back in the pan! New episodes of Hell's Kitchen, January 5th on Fox.
Plastic is on the menu this holiday season. Fox News correspondent Marian Rafferty taking a look at a new study shedding light on just how much microplastic ends up in our food and our stomachs.
Plastic could be one of the main ingredients in your upcoming holiday meal. That's according to researchers in England studying microplastics, tiny pieces of plastic debris measuring in at less than 5 millimeters. In the experiment, scientists prepared 2 similar Christmas dinners featuring a roast chicken and various sides.
We looked at a plastic wrapped dinner and a non-plastic wrapped dinner, and we cooked them to see how many microplastics were in them.
And the results may shock you.
We found 7 times more microplastics in the wrapped dinner than the non-wrapped dinner. About 55,000 particles in the non-wrapped dinner and about 230,000 in the wrapped dinner.
But it's not just on Christmas. Researchers say if you eat one pre-made meal wrapped in plastic every night for a year, you'd be ingesting about 10 grams of plastic.
That's the equivalent of 2 of these a year.
And based on how prevalent plastic is in our daily lives, scientists say you may never be able to avoid eating it.
That's because there's so many microplastics in the air and in the soil. But also if you look at the agriculture, the plasticulture, which is the amount of plastic that goes into our farmlands, there are huge concentrations of microplastics in our soils. In fact, more than there is in the ocean.
Microplastics have already been found inside samples of human blood and various organs. Scientists say there's not enough research to identify if it's causing any health problems. Marianne Rafferty, Fox News.
Hefty is creating a way to carry out snacks in style. Hefty's snack scarf comes with secret pockets lined with storage bags to easily carry any food out of a holiday party. The scarf will help people enjoy their favorite foods at the party and at home. The snack scarf is in limited supply. It's available to purchase for $2.78 on heftysnackscarf.com. Chris, I know you gotta love this one.
This is great. And listen, it's great to take, if you're going to a party, Christmas party, and hey, take some food home. No problem. Let me throw my scarf on, throw some food in, hit the door.
Listen, I think I'll take any kind of scarf I can get right now because it's going to get chilly out there.
What a great transition. It's going to be really, really cold, folks, as we head through tonight. Rain to snow taking over later tonight. Temperatures bottom out. Sub-zero tonight, 4 for a high tomorrow, teens as we work through the holiday weekend.
All right, Chris, thank you. And thank you for watching. We're right back here tonight at 10. Stay safe.